point do we start believing that Jay-Z is guilty of all the crimes they say he is? Like, this man has literally been accused at 100 crimes this year. And every single time y'all said, no, they just trying to take a well-to-do black man down. They just trying to tarnish his name. Well, folks, I think we've hit the end of the road. Because this man is named in official FBI documents. You can't glaze over this one. You can't say somebody money hungry. You can't say somebody out to just take him of all his wealth and status. I've been asking for the names on them Epstein files. Now you got them. Why are y'all quiet?
So a warning just came out from behind them. Prison walls, and this time the name tied to it is Jay-Z. With Epstein leaks shaking things up, word is Diddy ain't staying quiet. And if this message is real, Hov might want to move smart. Y'all witnessed Diddy's messy trial. Dude got hit with 4 years behind bars on 2 counts out of the 5 he was charged with, and somehow beat them RICO charges. And that's the part that got folks talking. Do the math. Diddy already been locked up for over a year, so he's really only got less than 3 left before he dips out. But here's where it gets wild. Word on the street is he might not even have to serve all that time. Talks of a presidential pardon already floating, and if that happens, he walking out way sooner than anybody expected. And now Jay-Z scared because of his past connection with Diddy. See, this ain't just industry acquaintances we talking about. Jay and Diddy weren't random event buddies who took a few pictures together at award shows and kept it moving. These two moved like power twins for years. Billionaire circles, exclusive backroom meetings where leverage gets discussed. They were positioned as moguls who cracked codes the rest of the industry couldn't even see. When one made a move, the other wasn't far behind. They were like peanut butter and jelly. At least that's how industry insiders like Jaguar Wright described it.
Tell me something. When you have a peanut butter jelly sandwich, if it's just peanut butter, it's just peanut butter. If it's just jelly, it's jelly. When you put it together, it becomes a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, and the taste is undeniable.
You saying Diddy and Jay-Z is peanut butter
Peanut butter and jelly.
But when them RICO clouds rolled in over Diddy's head, that bond started looking shaky. Jay quietly stepped back. No public statements defending his longtime associate, nor any visible loyalty to her. It felt like distance, a strategic one. The type you create when you know a storm might splash on you next. Now, fast forward to today, and the street's loud again because the Epstein vault got cracked open. The Department of Justice dropped a massive data release tied to Epstein's operation, and people been combing through it like detectives. Names everybody expected showed up, the usual global elites that been attached to this scandal for years. But then a name surfaced that made the internet pause. Jay-Z. Now let's slow this down because context matters. The DOJ made it clear that some of these names came from tips submitted to the FBI's National Threat Operations Center. These are reports that were logged, not proven in court. They are allegations, not convictions. That distinction matters legally. But socially, perception moves faster than paperwork. According to the release material, a young individual alleged that back in the mid-90s, she was taken to a property believed to be connected to Epstein, where Jay, Epstein, and Harvey Weinstein essayed her. And that's where the temperature changed. Because in the mid-90s, Jay wasn't the billionaire mogul sitting courtside at every major event. He was still rising. Reasonable doubt had just set the tone. He was climbing and hustling his way into elite spaces. So folks started asking how a young rapper from Brooklyn ends up allegedly in proximity to that type of private circle at that stage in his career. Now again, the DOJ has not confirmed guilt. They have not charged him in connection with this material. Rather emphasized that releasing public tips does not equal validation. But when your name is tied to a scandal, tied to blackmail, wild gatherings, and alleged misconduct involving people not of age, the stain hits different even if nothing sticks legally. And here's where it connects back to Diddy, because Diddy's name has long floated around Epstein conversations too, allegedly attending similar island events, similar mansion gatherings, moving in overlapping elite circles. Nothing proven in court tying him directly to criminal activity in that network, but the social overlap has always been there. Same islands, power brokers, and late night exclusive vibes that YouTube ain't even built to break down fully.
But again, see, he's in cahoots with Epstein. And then
was he in cahoots with Epstein, or was it just a similar type of an operation?
No, they were friends.
Really?
Yeah, because Epstein had a on Miami as well. That really private, rich estate in Miami, so they were all in cahoots as well. But
so now imagine this scenario from a street perspective. If Diddy and Jay moved in the same high-level rooms for years, if they shared access, knew who was where, and what was happening behind closed doors, what kind of insurance policies might exist between them? Epstein was known for documenting everything, according to internal emails released in the same data dump. He allegedly kept records, footage, and leverage material. Same with Diddy. That's how blackmail operations survive, which leads to the uncomfortable question folks whispering about right now. If Jay-Z dipped out on Diddy when the RICO charges hit, and if Diddy feels abandoned, would he stay quiet knowing what he knows? Or could he start talking indirectly or directly if pressure builds? Because timing matters. As soon as Diddy's sentence got confirmed and pardon rumors started circulating, conversations about loyalty resurfaced. If he walks out earlier than expected, he comes back into a world where alliances shifted, where some friends distanced themselves. And at the same time, Jay's name popping up in Epstein-related logs makes everything feel less random. Then you got Kanye in the background, and that part is wild too. For years, Kanye has been ranting about handlers, gatekeepers, and hidden power structures controlling who rises and who falls. People laughed, said he was spiraling, said he was cracking under pressure. But now, with these documents surfacing, some folks are revisiting those interviews and saying maybe he wasn't just talking to talk. Maybe he saw things up close that most artists never get access to.
If you take people like Jay-Z and Pusha T, they made their living our people, so how the fuck they gonna stand up for our people? You know what I'm saying? But we forget that because we love Jay-Z's music so much. We love Pusha's music so much, right?
And look at Jay's public presence lately. Quieter, less visible, fewer spontaneous appearances. Some fans notice subtle shifts in social media patterns. Organizations creating quiet space, brands moving carefully. None of that proves wrongdoing. But in the court of public opinion, silence sometimes screams louder than statements.
Jay-Z apparently wiped his Instagram account after being named in the files.
Back in 2024, Jay's name was dragged into a separate lawsuit connected to Diddy involving alleged misconduct towards someone not of legal age. That case eventually fell apart, but the headlines lived long enough to plant seeds. Allegations surfaced about private investigators allegedly intimidating the accuser, and although nothing stuck in court, the narrative didn't disappear completely. It just simmered. So now, when the Epstein logs surface and his name appears again through an archived tip, people aren't reacting like this is brand new smoke. They're reacting like this might be part of a bigger pattern. And here's the chess move that makes it complicated. By releasing unverified tips alongside confirmed material, the DOJ creates plausible deniability. They can say they simply opened the vault and let the public see what was submitted. That doesn't confirm guilt, but it does shift focus. It does create chaos. And while the public debates celebrity names, deeper architects of the operation stay buried under redactions, which circles us back to Diddy. If he feels betrayed, if he feels isolated, if he believes certain allies step back to protect themselves, and if he allegedly has knowledge about who was in what rooms and who attended what wild gatherings, the potential for exposure changes the power balance. Now let me be clear, this is what the street is saying, just reporting, so don't come for me. So now the question is, if Diddy walks out earlier than expected and feels like loyalty wasn't returned, does he stay silent? If Jay's name keeps surfacing in sensitive files, is he being targeted or is something bigger being protected? And if Kanye's old warnings start sounding less like chaos and more like coded insight, were we too quick to dismiss him? Drop your thoughts in the comments because something ain't adding up. And if you're all in for raw truths and bold takes, hit that like, subscribe, and click on that next video popping on your screen now.